To acknowledge the fact that the entire world is before you is a grand expression of the boundless potential that awaits us as we journey through life.
We are the answer. We are the voice. Claim your power. We have a choice. Ain't nothing stopping us. We got
Nice.
We are watching the makings of superstars.
Hey, we dominated. It pays off.
Tell you what, the future is bright in Manhattan, Kansas.
Students here at K-State are getting those experiences that really prepare them for the future.
One of the unique things about Kansas State University is it was the first operational land grant. Nobody has it as central to their mission. It is about access. It is about opportunity. It is about affordability. It is about encouraging people to allow them to achieve their dreams and go beyond what they can dream.
And this team just keeps pushing.
We're all trailblazers and we're out here to push ourselves. It is possible. You can achieve anything.
I'm in a position right now where I feel the entire world is really before me.
And hear this. The world is already better with you in it.
We know if we do good things in Kansas, we can do good things around the world.
Please stand for the singing of our national anthem led by Devlin Yoakum, a sophomore in music education.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave a proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Absolutely beautiful. Thank you. You may be seated. Good morning. I'm Debbie Mercer, Dean of the College of Education, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to the Fall 2024 College of Education Commencement. As we begin our program this morning, I am privileged to introduce the members of the Platform Party. I ask them to stand and remain standing, and please hold your applause until the entire group has been introduced. Beginning on your far right, we have Roger Schieferick, Assistant Dean, Devlin Yoakum, vocalist, Angela Cortez, Student Commencement Speaker, Todd Goodson, Associate Dean of Education and Curriculum and Instruction Department Chair, Richard Linton, President, and on my right, Connie Reddig, Commencement Speaker, Jesse Perez Mendez, Executive Vice President and Provost, Adam Walker, President and CEO of the K-State Alumni Association, and James Alberto, Instructor in Curriculum and Instruction. Be seated. This day truly would not be possible without the conscientious, caring, and rigorous attention of a dedicated faculty. I'm honored to introduce our faculty, and I ask them to stand and remain standing. And once again, please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Tracy Conway, Mark Elner, Kaylin Hoppy, Eder Indrego Palacio, Lori Levine, Seth Lichtide, Dustin Merritt, Nicole Merritt, Angie Messer, Kaylee Myers, Amber Rios, Vicki Sherbert, Eileen Wartzberger, and I also recognize those faculty members serving as marshals, Suzanne Perath, Beth Pasnell, Jim Teagarden, Pedro Espinoza, Sherry Martini, and Tawny Martinez. Thank you. I would also like to thank August Seifrigs, a sophomore in applied music, for providing the organ music for today's ceremony, and Jason Frazier for providing the bagpiping music. This fall, we continue a special tradition during commencement by recognizing outstanding College of Education graduates. Dr. Todd Goodson, Associate Dean of Teacher Education and Accreditation, will recognize graduates who have received outstanding undergraduate student awards.
Thank you, Dean Mercer. Today we have the opportunity to honor our outstanding undergraduate students. We know you are well prepared as knowledgeable, ethical, caring decision makers who will greatly impact your future students, schools, and communities. As I read each outstanding graduate's name, will you please stand to be recognized for your achievement? Each semester, we present 2 Outstanding Future Teacher Awards, one in elementary education and one in secondary education. This award recognizes outstanding future teachers who demonstrate excellence during their professional clinical field experiences as supported and documented by their cooperating teachers and university supervisors. Olivia Greenman is recognized as this semester's Future Teacher Award recipient for elementary education. Kylie Kaiser is recognized as this semester's Future Teacher Award recipient for secondary education. She is a graduate in social studies education. Each semester, faculty identifies several students to receive the Outstanding Undergraduate Student Award. This award recognizes their outstanding scholarship and leadership in college, campus, and community activities. Each of these students exemplifies the meaning of being a knowledgeable, ethical, caring decision maker, thereby reflecting the best qualities of all of our graduates. Carmen De Leon, elementary education. Zoe Dyer, elementary education. Audra Grabendijk, elementary education. Darius Skillen, secondary mathematics education. Michaela Sneed, secondary mathematics education. Each year, you can go ahead and sit down. Each year, the Kansas State Department of Education recognizes teachers of promise from each of the teacher education programs in the state. Earlier this semester, these teachers of promise were recognized by the Kansas State Department of Education. Zoe Dyer was recognized as the elementary education teacher of promise. Leah Rayner was recognized as the secondary education teacher of promise. She is a graduate in mathematics education. Congratulations to all of our outstanding undergraduate student awardees.
Thank you, Dr. Goodson. I am pleased to introduce our commencement speaker, Connie Reddick. Connie is currently serving as a principal at Curtis Middle School in USD 259, Wichita Public Schools. She was named the Kansas Assistant Principal of the Year in 2021. Reddick is a native of Dallas, Texas, and received her bachelor degree from Texas A&M University and taught for many years in her home district. She received her doctorate degree in curriculum and instruction yesterday, right here at Kansas State University. Her dissertation was titled "The Role of Support Advocates, a Case Study." Connie believes her greatest strengths as a leader are combining her knowledge growing up in urban schools with experience working in urban and suburban schools to encourage relevant and rigorous learning in classrooms for all. I am proud to present Dr. Connie Reddick.
Greetings to President Litton, all provosts and regents, graduates, and other esteemed guests. Thank you to the College of Education, Dean Mercer, distinguished faculty and other staff, and Dr. Sherbert, my co-major professor for the dissertation on my life's work, and any other faculty and staff members at Kansas State University that made this opportunity possible. When thinking about the opportunity to speak to the next generation of teachers who will make impacts in the lives of thousands of students across our nation, I immediately thought of teachers who personally impacted me. I remember my calculus teacher who made spaghetti for us one night while studying for the AP exam. We also had a Saturday prep session where she made brunch. It was the first quiche I had ever had. Our 5th grade teacher threw a Christmas party for us where she supplied the snacks. Clearly, I have high marks for teachers that feed me. But seriously, I also thought about my high school English teacher who proofread my valedictorian address after hours and away from my preparation for the AP English exam. These teachers gave me foundational knowledge to do well on those college board exams, but I remember more their out-of-the-box teaching most. When I decided to coin their methods, I realized they used similar practices of support advocates, which draws me back, coincidentally, to my research. I studied support advocates who work with struggling learners towards success, and I summarized my research with words that all begin with the letter A. The alliteration should make them easier for you to remember today. I took this practice from my father and my husband, who are both pastors, and used this speaking strategy to prepare many dissertations called sermons on a weekly basis. They also share a trait that neither of them has read my dissertation, so yes, shame them if you are sitting near the section that cheered the loudest when I came to the stage. Nonetheless, I borrowed their tactics and asked, what do grade A great teachers give to their students? Grade A great teachers or educators focus on student strengths rather than weaknesses. They primarily serve as an advocate who builds relationships, helps with goal setting, and intervenes on behalf of the student. When they're present in rooms that their students cannot enter, they fight for them and plead for their case. No school initiative goes to implementation without the voice of the student present by the adults that represent them. More than that, advocates also build up in their students the ability to advocate for themselves. This student advocacy turns to agency, the ability to make choices and develop a sense of control over one's circumstance. Agency is empowerment. Will you be a teacher humble enough to accept, I still don't get it, from a student, and you offer learning to them in another way? I remember an 8th grade lesson on density, and my students were struggling with division. With questioning, it was clear to me that they were off in their understanding of place value. So we took a detour to talk about ones, tens, thousands, etc., and we memorized the mnemonic, King Henry danced while drinking chocolate milk. And I received a note from a high schooler a few years later that said, Mrs. Reddick, I still use King Henry to this day in high school physics. Our lesson that day was not about place value. It was about density. But listening to my students to understand why they were struggling gave me an opportunity to pause the current lesson, and that detour was something that a student remembered years later. With fostering advocacy and agency, grade A teachers build awareness. How will you as a teacher help students grow in their understanding of each other and their understanding of themselves? As a principal, I would love for my students to be better humans because of the teachers they encounter. Can you imagine a parent thanking you for your work with their child, acknowledging they're a better child because of your class? Grade A great teachers give students something to look forward to, what I call aspirations. A student the other day said, Dr. Reddick, when can I be our principal? It looks easy. I thought to myself, thank you, Lord, that I make this look easy. But in reality, it hit me. Shame on us if our joy for teaching and learning is not infectious. I had another student tell me, I never want to be a principal. And I asked, why? Doesn't it look like this is fun? She said, yes, you do, but the kids are bad. I was just glad that I had not personally turned them away from the career of education, though she probably needed some help in accountability, our next A, since this was a conversation that I held in the discipline office with her. Overall, we need educators with students that help them own up to their mistakes, but who also celebrate the small milestones of learning because they know what the end goal is. Accountability is fostered with risk-taking and goal-setting. Can students come to you and apologize and own up to exactly what it is they did wrong because you've made the goal so clear? Can they also make a plan to do better? Finally, the last A is academic achievement. This is often labeled the crown jewel of teaching, but teachers who spend too much time in academics and not in character building sometimes help to create uncompassionate know-it-alls. Yes, please emphasize learning and state standards, but hear me when I tell you, the other A's lead to this A. Once you've advocated for them and helped them build awareness and agency, they will learn from you because they trust you. If they don't trust you, they will invest time in derailing your lesson and your classroom. With their trust, now be a teacher with a plan. Not one with lesson plans when the principal asks for them, but one who comes to school every day knowing exactly the activities they're going to do, the questions you're going to ask, and the responses you expect from students. Remember, their engagement in the classroom signals to the urgency for learning that you've created. A grade is defined as the mark indicating the quality of work. Grade yourself daily and assess how much you advocate for students to foster agency, awareness, aspirations, and accountability, all for academic achievement. Our future leaders thank you in advance for the safe spaces and limitless launching pads you create. Congratulations, graduates.
Thank you. To extend remarks on behalf of you, our students, I'm pleased to introduce Angela Cortez, a secondary English education graduate from Derby, Kansas.
Good morning. On behalf of my fellow graduates, I would like to express our deepest gratitude to our professors, parents, siblings, friends, and family members for being here today and for their unwavering support throughout this journey. Your encouragement and faith in us have been instrumental in our success. Graduation is not an individual accomplishment, but a shared one. And for the generous parts you've each played in seeing your graduate here today, we thank you. To my fellow EdCats, I must first say congratulations. Your presence here today is the culmination of years of unwavering dedication, intellectual rigor, and meticulous effort, marking the pinnacle of our collective commitment. Although we're sitting here now, cap and gown adorned, diploma just within our grasps, I'd like to take you all back in time to that magical place we call the Scholastic Book Fair. The treasure trove of grade school kids everywhere and most fierce competitor of our parents' wallets. That's where I found myself when the inclination to be a teacher hit me for the first time. As I stood there, probably 5 years old, surrounded by shelves of colorful posters and books, each of which held its own world of wonder, I had my eyes fixed on only one item, a bright red finger pointer. In that moment, I knew I wanted to yield the wand at whatever position got to hold that wand. Since then, I've realized that the powerful position I sought had very little to do with finger pointers and much more to do with molding the minds of future generations. I've had countless positive experiences with educators who have pushed me, encouraged me, and paved the way for where I stand now. I consider these teachers, some of whom are in the audience today, my role models and inspiration, and I am eternally grateful for their support and guidance. For most of us, when we're asked the age-old question, what made you want to be a teacher? Our minds don't shoot to a sparkly red finger pointer at an elementary school book fair. Instead, you'll likely find yourself fondly recalling that AP Chem teacher who never gave up on you, no matter how many assignments you failed, the band director who let you exchange the stresses of school for 45 minutes of playing melodies, or that second grade teacher who never failed to bring you joy to your day with her constant encouragement. The profession we've chosen is unlike any other. Many people search outwardly to discover their passion and direction in life. For educators, however, it is an ember that each of us is born with, one that ignites at just the right moment to illuminate our path to becoming stewards of thought. Each of us has embraced this calling because of the transformative power it holds, a power so strong that it can instill a dream in a child through something as trivial as a finger pointer. We're placed in an incredibly privileged position and trusted with the opportunity to shape the hearts and minds of every individual in our care, gilding their intellectual growth and nurturing their values in ways that extend far beyond the confines of our classrooms. When we reach pivotal milestones in our lives, like graduation, we tend to take a moment and reflect on what led us to where we are. It's in our nature, a kind of occupational hazard of being human. As we look forward, we can't help but look back. In your pursuit of this degree and this career, I'm sure you, just as I, have been asked countless times, what made you want to be a teacher? 5-year-old me would have brandished that red finger pointer, quoted Magic School Bus, and told you that I dreamed of dressing like Miss Frizzle. However, as we've matured, our understanding of the honor that is being an educator has deepened. From where we stand now, I challenge you to observe that question through a different lens. Not what, but who made you want to be a teacher? Who inspired you? Who spoke truth into you and supported you? We are all called to educate, yes, but more importantly, we are called to change lives, to build up, to inspire. We are called to be the who for the younger generations that will one day look at us and say, they were the reason I achieved my goals. Thank you, and congratulations.
Outstanding. Thank you, Angela. Now is the time for the most important single event of this morning's ceremony. Will all candidates for bachelor's degrees in elementary education, secondary education, and educational studies please rise? I'm happy to introduce Dr. Richard Linton, President of Kansas State University, for the conferral of degrees.
Thank you, Dean Mercer, and congratulations to the graduates. Thank you to the faculty, and congratulations and thank you to all friends and family that are here today. I get the best part of the script. By the authority granted to me by the people of Kansas and the Kansas Board of Regents, and upon the recommendation of the faculty, and upon completion of all degree requirements, I am honored to confer upon you the respective degrees you have earned at Kansas State University. You can now move the tassel to the left side of your mortarboards because you are now graduates of Kansas State University. Give them a big round of applause.
Congratulations and thank you, President Linton, and congratulations to all candidates of the class of December 2024. We will now proceed with the presentation of diplomas to the graduates. Will the graduates with a Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education please remain standing? Secondary Education and Educational Studies graduates, you may be seated. Graduates, your recognition on stage is a culmination of many hours of hard work and dedication. I will make the presentations and be assisted by Dr. James Alberto as our reader, and I'm especially pleased that President Linton and Provost Mendez will be joining me in congratulating you. Please follow the directions of your faculty marshals.
The following candidates will receive degrees for Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education. Ashlyn Rose Menold, summa cum laude. Andrea Lynn Morris, summa cum laude. Allure Renee Adams. Caitlin Taylor. Olivia Greenman, cum laude. Mackenzie Marie Schlottman. Alexis Jordan Shaw. Audra Cabrini Grabendike. Drennan Catherine Aids, cum laude. Emily Elizabeth Gray, summa cum laude. Jordan Louise Neatfeld, summa cum laude. Bridget Margaret Hand. Zoe Julianne Dyer, summa cum laude. Elizabeth Dawn Snavely, summa cum laude. Kendall Lee Clevenger. Erin Nicole Smith. Emma Hattie Jorgensen. Grace Ann Schwabauer. Zachary Allen King. Kylie Lou Barnett. Alexia Lane Torlemke. Corbin Lynn Smith. Kara Elizabeth Swearingen, magna cum laude. Ashlyn Miles. Justina Ross. Carmen De Leon, magna cum laude. Jacqueline Hernandez Ramirez, cum laude. Madison Ryan Burkowski. Raylan Swank. Lucy Adela Donacy. Holly Kate Isaacs. Macy Renee Fugit, summa cum laude. Grace Lee Moser, summa cum laude. Victoria Christine Brake, summa cum laude. Jenna Thornton, summa cum laude. Adrian Robert Martin, cum laude. Noah Kraus.
Please join me in congratulating our elementary education graduates. Will graduates with the Bachelor of Science degree in Secondary Education and Education Studies, please rise and remain standing and follow the directions of your faculty marshals.
The following candidates will receive degrees for Bachelor of Science in Secondary Education. Leah Catherine Renyer, summa cum laude. Darius Mercury Skillen. Michaela June Sneed, summa cum laude. Mitchell Drew Lumley, cum laude. Margaret Mary Ella Gann, cum laude. Aubrey Elena Kaiser, magna cum laude. Tristan Nicole Dry. Santiago Gonzalez. Angela Caroline Cortez. Cole Griffith Johnson. Grace Mary Holly. Winifred Ann Capel. Leah Silsby. Abby Christine Smith. Ethan Burnett, magna cum laude. Amir Shakur Barnhart. Jesus Eduardo Sanchez. Kenner Paul Guzman. Kylie Kathleen Kaiser. Seth Robert Higgins. Blair Lee Holliday. Grace Elizabeth Thompson. Chloe J. Esslinger. Madison Morgan Allen, magna cum laude. Cole Robert Chris. Caden Andrew Hurla, cum laude. Jessica Sayros Reyes, cum laude. Jason Wayne Garlett, cum laude. The following candidates will receive degrees for Bachelor of Science in Educational Studies. Jamie K. Breon. Autumn Elizabeth Stone. Nathaniel Chappett. Corbin Christopher Wood. Paula Denise Smith Carlock, cum laude. Brooklyn Michelle Barber, cum laude. Allison Susanna Lumen.
Please join me in congratulating our secondary education and educational studies graduates. Kansas State University believes in you. Upon graduation, you become a lifelong member of the K-State family. Our nationally acclaimed Alumni Association will serve as your primary connection to the university. So to welcome you with a special announcement, I'm pleased to introduce Dr. Adam Walker, President and CEO of the K-State Alumni Association.
Thank you, Dean Mercer. President Linton, if you got the best part of the script, I may have the second best. Really close, though. Alums, as a fellow EdCat myself, I am honored to join you today to officially welcome you to the K-State alumni family and the K-State Alumni Association. Congratulations. As an alum, you now join a K-State network of more than 210,000 living graduates. Our mission at the Alumni Association is to reach, connect, and serve all members of our Wildcat community. Our core values guide us in this mission to help keep you connected with K-State. Our most important value is connect. We provide that lifelong connection that alumni desire. Through the association, you can stay in touch, relive, and reminisce about your K-State experience through hundreds of watch parties, pre-games, alumni activities held on campus, around the country, and even the world. Another value is tradition. You'll likely celebrate a few traditions this weekend as you sing the alma mater for the first time as a graduate, take KSU photos around campus or in Aggieville, and as you carry on new traditions with the purple gowns and Wabash. The final value I'd like to talk about today is purple. For K-Staters, it's more than a color. It's a symbol of pride, connection, and family. You feel it every day. You put on that favorite hat, t-shirt, sweatshirt, or in my case, drive the lavender Jeep around. And you feel it outside of Manhattan, certainly when you see that K-State purple. In recognition of your graduation, Dean Mercer, along with the College of Education and us, the association, are pleased to provide you with a complimentary paid one-year membership to the association. We hope you enjoy the benefits such as the K-Stater magazine, discounts, events, and the special connection we provide. And after that first year, we ask you to remain an active member. We need your membership to continue the impact on future generations such as yourselves. K-State alumni are among the most loyal in the nation. Our membership ranks #1 in the Big 12 and top 10 nationally. Today, that loyalty is shared by generations of K-Staters that have that same passion that you feel today as you receive your degree from one of the finest universities in the nation. This is indeed a special place. Lastly, we're pleased to present with you an exclusive alumni business card holder. Display it proudly, and as you go through life and your titles and addresses change, please make sure to keep us updated so we can make sure that you have info about alumni events in your area. And we always want to make sure you feel connected. Again, congratulations. Go Cats.
Thank you, Dr. Walker. We thank all parents and guests for attending today. It is your support that helped your special graduates succeed in their academic journey. Immediately after this ceremony, please join us in front of Bluemont Hall. It's time to ring the bell, a special tradition for our EdCats. So now I ask you all to stand and please join as Devlin Yoakum leads the 2024 graduates in the singing of the alma mater for the first time as alumni of Kansas State University. The alma mater will be immediately followed by the Wabash.
I know a spot that I love full well. 'Tis not in forest nor yet in dell. Ever it holds me with magic spell. I think of the alma mater. KSU will carry the banner high. KSU, long, long may the always fly. Loyal to thee, thy children will swell the cry. Hail, 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 alma mater.
Fabulous. One more time, congratulations to the 2024 EdCat graduates. Will the platform party, faculty, and graduates prepare for the recessional march? And the graduates will recess up the stairs where they can be joined by friends and family members. Thank you all for being here today to celebrate this very special event. And go EdCats!